Hi, everybody. I am a model citizen for all of my EP friends. I also go by Jake in real life. I'm not exactly sure why I'm doing this. I basically I'm going to blame this on peer pressure and boredom, since I have the day off today and I didn't plan anything. And then in the ever present face of peer pressure, I caved. So I guess to start, I should give off a shout out to the two people who pressured me into this. And yes, I am joking when I say that. The first is the beautiful Twilight Angel, who for some reason a couple of weeks ago started asking me to do one of these, and I'm really not sure why, but lo and behold, here I am. And the second is for the person who put the peer pressure on me today, Miss Josephine 8, who, now that I think about it, when was responding to my comments, should have been at work. I think. Anyway, so for those two lovely ladies, this is for you. And yeah, I totally spaced on what I was going to say there. That happens to me sometimes. For any of the people that actually know me or talk to me on a regular basis, you know that I have a train of thought and it tends to not follow the track that it should be on. It's like Casey Jones is driving it through a switch yard that no one is manning, and if I don't have somebody there to keep me in check and remind me what I was talking about to begin with, I end up really, really far off topic, and I usually don't know how I got there or how to get back to where I started from. So I was going to say something to them, and now I don't remember what it is. Oh well. But anyway, so here I am with nothing to talk about, and I've been racking my brain trying to think of it, and I've come up with two things that are complete opposite ends of the spectrum. The first one is a weird little phobia, picayune, I don't know what you want to call it, that I have, and that is with birds. I'm not a big fan of birds. I shouldn't say that. I like a bird. I think birds are pretty. I like flight. It's a very cool thing. I do not like flocks of birds. There's something about them I don't know. Oddly, not in like the Alfred Hitchcock birds kind of thing where I'm afraid they're all going to come down and like attack me or something. It's not that. It's anytime that I see a large flock of birds flying overhead, my first thought is, oh, please God, don't shit on me. I don't know why that is. I went out to my truck today to get something, and there was a large flock of birds flying over, and the first thought that popped into my head was, oh God, jump in the truck. And I have absolutely no idea why. Thankfully I didn't, or else I would have looked like a complete and utter nut job in my pajamas and, slippers outside of my truck, like diving into my passenger seat to avoid the overhead flock of birds. But, oh well, I am a bit of a nut job, so, yeah. The second thing that I wanted to talk about, and I had a very roundabout way of coming over this, is I was talking to another person today and mentioned that I might be doing this, and they got very excited because they wanted to hear my voice because they wanted to hear my accent, which I don't think I have an accent, but I know I do to them because they're English, so I have an accent to them. And they found a lot of English people seem to like American accents, which is strange to me. I mean, granted, I like English and Irish accents, so I guess it shouldn't be that strange, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I hear an American accent every day. I don't find it attractive in that way. I don't know. I'm sure that sounded incredibly weird, but oh well. The thing I had, though, and I was thinking about, was the first time that I talked to certain friends on here is where it came out. Because whenever I read something that somebody has written, the first thing that goes in my head is I assign like a voice to that person. it's usually not based on anything since all I can see is the written word, but it's my own little accent, my own little thing I put on it, and that's the way I sound like. And then you actually hear them, and maybe it's just me, but when I actually hear them, they sound absolutely nothing like I thought they would in my head. So now I'm wondering, since I had another friend today, brown-eyed girl, say it for her in particular, and then maybe for like Josephine, since she's never actually heard me speak before. If you do that, do I sound anything like you thought I would sound in your head? And if not, what did you think that I would sound like? If that makes sense. I am just very curious. So yeah. So this is for them. I would say for Twilight to put it on too, but she unfortunately is hearing my voice all too often. But for the other, actually for all three of you ladies that I mentioned, I know that you were all feeling a little bit low or bad over the past couple of days or at random spaces throughout. So I hope this incredibly bizarre, rambling, incoherent mess that I've just done somehow puts at least a little bit of a smile on your face today. Maybe brightens your day, even if just for a moment. And for anybody else that happens to stumble upon this, who does know me and has read my stuff and whatnot, if you are like me and you assigned a voice to what you would think that I sounded like based on my words or even my avatar picture, do I sound anything like you thought I would sound like? And if I didn't, again, what did you think that I would sound like? Homework. Maybe I'll get some interesting comments on it, on what I might sound like, or what you think I sound like now. Yeah, I've confused myself thoroughly now. So I'm going to let you all go. And I'm sorry, because this somehow hit 7 minutes. I don't know how. So I'm going to shut up now. Bye.